Okay, so welcome back to class. We're going to be looking at searchable drop-down list in data validation. You can see a formula here, and you can decide to go the long route using this, but I don't want to bore us. Let me just show you a very easy step. Let's say, for example, we have name here, and like I said, we are trying to, fill the form. I can do Control Shift down. I've highlighted from all the sheets. I just do that, but to let you know that it's possible, right? And then I come to data validation. Just follow me. I click on data validation. I come to allow. I come to not date, list, for example. And then it's asking me for source. I click on this icon. Then I come to my data set. Then on this data set here, let me increase. Okay, I can't do that anymore. This data set here, you can see names, right? So I select the first name and I do Control Shift down to select everything. And then I click here. I click OK. It brings me back here. I have my searchable drop down list here. So if I click here, inside of this place, I have all the names in that previous worksheet right there. But what makes it searchable? So maybe I'm inputting, people are coming. That's maybe a program was coming up, a conference, and everybody have filled the form online and we've gathered all their names and they want to verify those that have registered to come in, maybe their name, the time they came, and every other thing. But this just for the name. And then the person comes and say, "Oh, I'm Emily." So there might be plenty Emily. I just type in Emily, then it narrows it down. So I'm asking Emily what? It says Emily Davids. Then I select Davids. Or Emily Duan. I select. So this one is Emily Davids. I come here, the next person comes, it says I'm Joseph. So I just type in Joseph. Joseph what, sir? It says Joseph Boss, Joseph Ross, or Joseph Joseph Martins. Then I select. The next person comes up and it says it's Martins, and I say Martins. Or okay, Luca Martins or Joseph Martins. Which one? It says Luca Martins. I select. So you can see your work is faster that way. Your work is faster, and it can be for products, for basically anything. Maybe you have, so it's like in a sheet you have all of the informations, and in another sheet where they'll be inputting the data, you want to validate it to make your work faster, to reduce error, to reduce mistake, and then of course prevent headaches for you later on. So in a data set like this, where you have all of the information you're trying to create searchable list for, you can just come here, right click, and then click on hide. So it's hidden. The person doesn't know. It becomes a back end thing. So this is the front end, the back end is hidden. Then if you want to showcase it again, click on this custom validation. That's the sheet after it. Right click and then click on hide. And it's going to tell you data set. Then you say, okay, it's going to come back. So there's a way you can use this formula, this function also, but I feel I should spare you that. This is just a simple way to do that. So everywhere here, I can start to search, but we said searchable. To be scrolling is going to take time. So somebody comes and he says his name is Hunter. Just type in Hunter and it brings out all the Hunter Roots, Hunter News, Ellie Hunter, all of those, everything that has Hunter, it brings it out. And then Madison Hunter, you can just click on it and then it becomes locked in right there. So this is what we mean by data validation and all of you right there. You create a template. This is good for creating template for a small business and organization. You want to create maybe in their inventory management, you create an inventory of all of their products, maybe a particular column where they'll be taking what a customer bought. Then you have all of their inventory somewhere and you validate it with a list, a searchable list. So anytime the person enters the customer's name, the location they are buying from, the product they are buying, you just select it. So it doesn't misspell it. It doesn't create, or when it comes to what is that other thing we did in week 3? Expense management, whether it's under transportation or it's under logistics or bank, name of bank. You don't want them to misspell maybe GTB Bank, Guarantee Trust Bank. All these things can affect your analysis later. So you want to create a data validation stuff right there to minimize inconsistent data or errors in data or missing data right there. Okay. So you put all of these things together, it makes you an excellent power user of Excel and a very sound data analyst. Well, in data analysis, you don't need to learn the whole of Excel, but I usually think if you claim you're a data analyst and you can use Excel, there shouldn't be, it's going to be quite embarrassing, maybe in your organization or in your church or in your mocks. They know you're a data analyst and they're trying to create attendance form on Excel and then you are lost. Could be embarrassing. Okay. So that's why we're going through all of this. You never can tell where you use them, need them, or apply them. I'll see you in the next class. Remember, I have gotcha.